This is the Heidelberger Allstate Insurance Agency pregame show, and I'm standing here with Coach Moore. And, Coach, it's Labor Day weekend, which means one thing. That means it's another version of the Copper Kettle game, this guy right here. And it's good to be in our possession. We got an opportunity to go up tonight, go against Carmel. 1 versus 2 matchup. Your feelings on the game?
Well, it's Carmel. That's all you need to say. Enough said. Carmel game, Copper Kettle, number 1 versus number 2. Some are number 1 versus 2 in other polls as well. Sometimes they got it switched around. Doesn't matter. You throw all that out. We're going to try to stay focused. It's a big thing all week long. We've been talking about staying focused. We got to get on a bus today. We got to travel up in the heat and stay focused and play football. Don't let anything distract us from our goal, and that's to win. We honestly know the only team that can beat Center Grove is Center Grove. So we got to make sure we do everything in our control to make sure we win the football game.
Carmel is a little bit different this year in the fact their first 2 games are 2-0, but they played out-of-state teams, a very, very well-known Trinity team down in Louisville, Kentucky, and then came back against a Detroit team that's been known to have a great representation of their state. They obviously got to be pretty good to beat quality programs like that. What have you noticed? Are they doing anything different, or what did they have this year that might be different from the past?
Carmel's just solid. They don't seem to be as big and physical as they've been in the past, but they're great tacklers. Their 2 safeties are excellent football players. Our linebackers they do a great job, and their defensive line moves well and rush the passer well. I'm a little worried about their outside perimeter people. They're sort of long, and they can take alleys away, and they can reach us. And the thing about Carmel is they always get you on the ground. Their offense, it's sort of like us. I think they want you to think about this, and this, but actually they want to run the football. And I know they know we want to run the football, and we know they really want to run the football. I think that they're a better football team this year than they were last year. I think their quarterback has done an amazing job. I think he's an excellent passer, the Osborne boy, and he can run the football. And that's a scary thing. In all defensive schemes, the quarterback's unaccounted for. So we've had to really plug in that this week. They've gotten some too tights and run the football. So it's going to be an exciting matchup. Both teams are going to fear the big play. The big play in this game seems to separate the scores. So we got to keep them from making the big play, and they got to keep us from making a big play. And we're hoping that we won't destruct and give them anything, and we're hoping we can take something away from them. If we come out like we did the last 2 weeks and play good, hard, physical football and tackle them on the ground and not give up yak and extra yards, then we should be okay. Our defense is as good as defenses they've seen, and we're much faster. So with that being said, offense has got to be productive. But first downs, don't sell the first down short. First down will be important in the second half of the game. Getting first down and continuing drives will be like putting points on the board.
Obviously, you just kind of mentioned our first 2 games. We've come out with a lot of energy, put up a lot of points defensively. Even though we lost a lot of guys last year, we still haven't given up any more points than we did last year at this point in time. Anybody in particular sticking out to you as we've gone through these first 2 games on the Trojan side?
Obviously James Schott on defense people are having a hard time handling his speed on the outside. I think our linebackers as a group were sort of unexpected, and I think that Owen Bright and I think Trey Speckers, they've played so much better than I anticipated them to, especially since they didn't have any varsity starts. Now they're 2 games into it, they got a lot. And our backups have done well. Matheson has come in at linebacker and done a great job. Our secondary is really solid, with Carroll on one side of the corner, and we got guys rotating in on the other side with Brent Harbin and Watt. And Parker Doyle even getting in. Our safeties are probably the most solid part of our defense, and with Oaks and especially with Mitchell Evans being as tough as he is and returning kicks and returning interceptions and stuff like that, we're just a solid team. But what I really enjoy is our backups are getting in the game and playing quality minutes, especially the defensive line. Caden Curry's done an amazing job. His stats aren't what they are because obviously they run away from you, but Carl Bidings has done a great job, and Owen Green's done a great job. And the backups to them, we plug in Wools and Tommy Claiborne and Isaac Chandler. You got so many guys that can come in there and play on the defensive line. It's sort of been fun as a coach. It's sort of fun to watch. And our offensive line has been great, and our second team offensive line does a great job. Big Sam, Jordan Cox, and Weesey, and especially our center. Jacob Newland has done a really good job for not having varsity snaps, and Charlie Gardner might be the most improved. But they got, we got a couple guys that are coming in on the offensive line as well. Luke McDaniel. I mean, I've seen him do some things as a junior on the offensive line. He'd be starting at most places. And John Lyon, Luke McDaniel and John Lyon and Peyton Hutchins are sort of our duct tape for everything, and they've done a good job when they've come in. We've not fallen off when anybody's been in there on offensive line. Like standout tight end Shane Bennett coming from the defensive line. Now he's playing at tight end this year. He got his first big catches and his first touchdown. So I'm sure his mom was happy to hear his name announced as getting a touchdown. But he's done a great job. He's a tough kid. Our tight end is a very physical position. We wham block a lot with it, and we lead block a lot with it. But our backfield has been the separation. Our receivers and Greller and Stomps on the outsides with Coy and Brandon Wheat, and then Drew Wheat and Dan Weems and Coyle in the backfield, and Eli Holt playing slot and in the backfield. That's been a huge difference. We're just throwing so many kids at these teams that you're not going to wear us out. You better be able to hold on.
That's for sure. You mentioned having fun as a coach. In addition to this weekend, it's always the opening of college football. And I don't know if you know this stat, but we were just looking the other day. It's got to make you proud. This program's going to have 34 kids on whatever level in college football playing this weekend amongst 18 different teams. And I think that just shows the power that what you and your coaching staff has built here. But what a great representation of our community in Center Grove football amongst the entire country in college football.
It is. I'm very proud. Let me go back. We also have an outstanding quarterback that's going to be one of those 34 next year playing at Tennessee. Taven Jackson's done a great job of helping us win games, not trying to overplay his position. But, he showed a great side last week running the football. And our kicker, Nolan Foley's done a good job, real solid job. And he's had his best week of practice ever. Back to the last question then. Yes, I'm very proud of our kids. It really doesn't matter if they go play college football. You still love them, and you're still glad we've had a lot of great kids play here that didn't play college football. But it's really cool for the program, and it's really cool for people that follow us to see, this little high school in Greenwood, Indiana has got 34, is that what you said, 34 people playing college football in one Saturday afternoon. I'm very proud of that. That shows a lot of Trojan pride.
Well, listen, we wish you all the luck in the world as we head up to the Team Up North on the north side of Indiana this evening, and it's the 24th version of this great game. A lot of people don't know this. They have the advantage 12-11 right now. We get this one, the 25th anniversary is right here in this stadium next year. It sure would be great to take the lead on that particular game, so let's get it done tonight.
It's always fun to win. Maybe never more fun to win in any place than Carmel. Love to win at Carmel. We've done a great job. We've got a few in a row here now. We need to go cap this off. But the next game, that's what makes it important. It doesn't matter who we're playing. We just got to keep solid and keep focused. Go Trojans.